Alright, gonna try this again. Alright guys, this once again is David from No Instruction Required, now streaming for Stuff We Like. I'm playing LA Noire, because why the hell not? Team Bondi's, I think that's their only game. They made it and they got disbanded, which totally sucks, but them's the breaks, I suppose. Rockstar Social Network or whatever the hell it is. Okay. I got this quite a while ago, actually. I think I beat it on the... No, I didn't beat it. I got through disc 2 on the 360.
A city on the verge of greatness.
Then Finals Week came up last year.
Based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. Symbol of freedom.
So I snagged this on a Steam sale at some point, and I figured it'd be good streaming material, and I've just been waiting for the right time to do it. So here we are.
Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. The city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
Something that's amusing is I actually played this in Noir mode, which is like it gives it a sepia filter, and so this is kind of weird to see everything in color.
A city of pioneers.
Small side note, that plane back there I think was supposed to be a mock-up of the Spruce Goose by Howard Hughes. There's your little trivia, your little bit of history trivia for the day.
Dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Don't know if you guys have ever been to LA. It's kind of a neat place, not really my cup of tea. I much prefer San Francisco. Actually, if I really want to say which towns I like, big cities in America, I really like New York quite a bit.
You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead,
Never bothered to
KGPL.
check the
14 Adam, seen a
controls for this,
detective and
but
ambulance
that's fine.
shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Alright, so space is handbrake. Just
Floyd Rose,
head set right
homicide.
here for a sec.
You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys.
Man, I forgot how good this
Dead
looks.
guy's a lowlife.
Oh,
I'm not
the facial
expecting any
animations.
miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
All right.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
Some bottle, not a big deal.
Look at this junk.
Mine is the final frontier.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis
Mostly
and
drugs.
therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys in the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
We
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doc.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis.
And I just noticed that the
I have a
stream
number
out
of
doesn't look
clinics
quite as
in
good as
Los
it should.
Angeles, Courtney Sheldon.
Probably adjust it a little bit
Your
later.
penance, a friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. What little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
So for these newspaper flashback things or side story things, I actually missed like half of them through the game. So stuff started happening in these
Pick through other people's trash.
videos, those clips, and I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell's going on anymore. No, not that.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
I hear the freaking chime, but
Cole, come take a look
I
at
doubt
this.
it.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap. We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
anything else over here? Cigarette, but whoop-de-flippin' do.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Paintbrush.
I think this is going to help us.
So it's upstairs here. Don't think I'm gonna see anything up here. Send back down. So I know I have to get up there, but don't want to miss any extra evidence. There you go.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Hello there. Snub-nosed revolver.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
This is really awkward to use.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Two shots.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
America. Just said there's something I missed.
Sure about this? It's not
But
really
I
our
don't know
deal.
what.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine,
whatever.
Ralph. You worry too much. You can drive.
Going to the gun store.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
You're my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Ta-da!
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Am I blind? Hold a second here. Let's go to clues. We have this revolver. S71893. There we go.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga, then.
Oh, I didn't mean to drive myself, but whatever. I can do that. Probably take the long way, but it doesn't matter.
What are you doing to this car?
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Taking a detour. Where the hell do I have to go? Hit the jump. And
Leave a street light
it
intact
sucks.
on this block?
And that's the aqueduct. Can't do that. Alright, let's turn back around. So, most of you don't know me very well, but I will tell you this much. My driving skills are considerably better than my navigational skills. Take a little detour here. Let's see. Why couldn't this guy live nearby? Take a left here.
Take the next right turn.
Ah, so there's that. Okay. Here we are. Now it shows us coming from the other way. Hooray, scripted cutscenes. Schroeder, box 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
You can't use a phone. Okay.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight.
Dun,
With your
dun,
gun.
dun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. Ready, tough guy?
There we go. Good. And he's down.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's
He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Go pick up my cap.
Keep an eye on
There
him,
you
Ralph.
go.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Little green book. What do we have here? I have no idea what any of this means.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Classic trains.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
It's like, we want to fight, just not on the front lines. Anyway.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
So Armed and Dangerous is a pretty interesting game.
It's only
Older
a couple
one, I think it's
blocks from 14
LucasArts.
Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle it.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
You should take the next right.
Yep, sorry there, Chief.
Take it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Wait, game did it for me. I can deal with that. That's one.
Weapons on the ground.
I got shot twice.
Your move. Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down.
3 times now.
Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance.
Chance, copper. down.
Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. How fucking dumb are you?
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
What a dick.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LSPD! You can go screw yourself. Why, you watch it!
Alright.
He's hiding in the alley!
Go Phelps. Don't be outrun by a fat man in a coat.
Stop now or I will shoot! Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
One thing I like about this is that if you do catch up to them on like ladders, they will kick you to try to keep you from getting too close. Okay, like right there.
You gotta be kidding! You fucking asked for it!
So they don't make shitty drain pipes like they used to.
Don't let him go back inside!
I guess it's probably exhaust, but whatever.
I've done my time! It's over, Bowers! You assholes already screwed me once! Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go! Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
How was that sound effect?
Come on in, pretty boy.
Yeah. Kind of hoping I'd be able to
doing,
knock him off the
Wendell?
building, but whatever.
Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one, The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in the schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get-up-and-go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This
Shots fired.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
No shit, Sherlock. Where'd the guy who shoot him go?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up.
You know, surprisingly,
I'll be with you in a moment.
for living so close to Detroit, I have yet to see
Broad daylight. Crowded street.
anyone dead.
Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Wrist. An interesting mark on his wrist, but nothing else. Check his jacket. Okay, how about this side? There you go. Looks like Goleta. Pearl earrings.
C. Goleta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Anything else? No, not really. It's really weird not using a stick for that. Yep. Something shiny.
All right, yes, it's a dead person.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
We should make sure we check.
Okay.
Can I help you, sir?
What do we have here? It's an old Browning.
Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
It's an interesting tip.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from you.
Oops.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Which guy? This guy?
Generally speaking.
This guy?
Don't you people have anything better to do?
This guy. Yeah, okay.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw
Not
a
5
girl run
times,
into the
so.
shoe store.
Okay.
Tell you're lying. Your lips are moving.
Hiding from the wife? Has that just been paid look about him?
Oh shit, that's quite a ways away. Okay, whatever. Don't mind. Let's go take the police car.
Hey, could I borrow some of that mascara?
Can you drive to this one?
About $5 for this place.
Officer, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield Jewelry Store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright, whatever. Go back and interview the girl, and then we'll go find the dude. Like how they still no coroner or anything like that. Whatever.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
So I'm really terrible at this, just to be completely honest, because of the freaking doubt.
Phelps, miss, I'm here about the shooting.
Which is more like accuse.
Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Okay. Oops.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
He's like, did he buy it? Okay. They told me to press 3,
You're
so...
lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Layaway voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. Tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Well, alrighty.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Okay.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Okay.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Bingo.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. Been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened, Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murder. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You're behind the wheel.
Kind of hard to kill someone in broad daylight and get away with it. Oops. Okay.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Get him.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer!
Kalu, get back here! Too late, Kalu!
Nope. Come on.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
I gotta give it to Phelps. He most certainly can run a lot faster and a lot farther than I can. And apparently he has difficulties trying to figure out how to arrest someone.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
Haven't gotten there yet.
The mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
I don't really get that statement.
Don't fail me.
May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Whatever.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Broad daylight, nonetheless.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Sure I can. Also, does he? Yeah.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money. He owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with you.
Yep.
Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead.
It's like, hey, you messed up so bad. They were just going to let you redo the entire goddamn thing over again.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Escaleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, there we go.
Left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
You know, for people who wear suits on a regular basis who aren't in an office environment, I have no idea how you can keep those things that clean. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Hooray. Okay. I'm gonna call it good for tonight, at least with this. We will resume next week. I'll keep playing this on Saturdays, I guess. Sometime around, what the hell time is it right now? Around 8. So the off chance you're watching right now and you want to watch more, sure, whatever. I'll be on next week at 8 then. And this was David from No Instruction Required, streaming on, well, Stuff We Like, I suppose. Anyway, have a nice night.